Fractal Geometry 101. Now, I want you to follow along here. This is Hunter's art. So I can tell you that it's adult sensitive material, and hey, I'm just the messenger. Anyway, I'm going to show you now because this is a piece that I've been working on. I promised 100%. It is probably about 94, but I believe it's good enough to show you what I'm talking about. The archaic writing of the Native Americans, brought to you by Shell Morton, Fractal Geometry 101. Just bear with me for a second here. Good. That is me. Morning, everyone. There it is. Right there. Now, look, I'm not making this stuff up. It's Hunter's art, so it's made to see it a Hunter's view. So you just have to follow along there. What does it all mean? There. There. So the strangest thing is it comes out in the firelight. You know what I mean? Really well. I believe it was made by the firelight because they were getting ready for the hunt the next day. So, you know, the most common place would be made would be by the firelight. So, if you create something that only comes out then it becomes a thing of shadows and images. By the way, yes, I am saying it. It has been here all along, and everybody has overlooked it. Except for me. That's this one here comes in. Shazam. Shazam. Shit. Right there. See the eye right there? And right here. And the face. And there's one right there. Now here, check this out. Watch, I'm going to flip it over. How does that twist your pickle? That's it, resolution is. I'm just the messenger, but check it out. The ramifications behind this mean what? Well, I believe it's old map writing. And Sam Hunter, you did have a lot of the conclusions correct, as hence the name Hunter's Art that goes to Sam, because the chief had a sense of humor with him. He made him walk miles when he could have found it in this little piece of wood, what he was looking for. The answers are all there. I have them, but that story's for sale. How's that? Let's just see what I'm coming. It's going into view. Look, it's like a totem. Good stuff. Anyway, much more to see, much more to do. Because I'm Shell Morton and I'm blasting on YouTube. My name is Shell Morton and I'm coming to you from Apple Valley, California, where I live. Yermo is where I landed when I was a kid. And basically that's out in the middle of the sticks and horny toes like everything else. Hey, check it out. I live in Apple Valley now, the home of the men of Dead Man's Point. Now, how do I know these men? Through reading their archaic writing. Okay, whether you believe me or not, there's a good story behind it. It's a love story, a tragedy, and most of all, with a bitter end. I'm not going to tell you about it, but I will tell you a couple of things. The U symbol in men like this, the U symbol, represents the carrying of the flame. Carrying of the flame back to the people. It also represents the carrying of one's lineage. Made up in the rock art, the U symbol is always done up in smoke. And the smoke that comes down is always made up in a warrior, and he's always donning a headdress. They all don headdresses of a predator, the top predators of the region, actually. But that U symbol is the call sign for the youngster, basically, of the lineage, the mountain lion chief lineage. Now, how do I profess this? Well, I've been studying this for the past 3 years. I mean, it's been no small feat to get past all the defeatists and the haters, and I don't know what it is that basically brought me to all this. I can tell you 4 years ago, I started carving. 3 years ago, I stepped on the back of a rattlesnake walking down High Road. Just so happens to be where the home of the coyote was, 3 miles as the crow flies south. And I don't know if that bought me a second lease on life, or if maybe just started looking, you know what I mean? But this is what I've come to is basically Native American archaic idolatry. Yes, it is pentagrams and goats' heads and rams' heads and deer's heads and everything that Mama warned about. The Native Americans are basically that and more. Okay, now back to the U symbol. Let me tell you about something else about the U symbol. Now, in the rock art, I've studied over 250 different writings for the first year and a half before I got most of the story down. And the rest of it actually came from Sam Hunter, his work out in Yermo at the petroglyphs. So what I'm telling you is that yes, I can come out with what it's supposed to look like. I can come out with what it turns out like, and I can tell you that it all has to do with the same story. What's on the petroglyphs and in the rock art and in the other mediums that I found, uh, the story remains the same. Now, from the very first piece I found, okay, I went back and I traced it, and I found that the story was still the same. The same story on that rock as the latest rock I had had. So, um, you know, I don't know. It's a bunch of stick figures and pictures. It's rock art, not rocket science. You know, uh, I don't know. I started looking. You know, maybe when Mom told me to get out when I was 18 years old, and I went down to the college and I signed up for classes there. But I scored 88% higher than the college in reading comprehension. Maybe this is my thing. I don't know. But archaic writing, yes, I've read it. And uh, I'm going to live it till the day I die. Shell Morton, YouTube. Fractal Geometry 101.